I had a random thought just now, and I said, hey, I'm not even gonna answer. I just know how I feel. I just know how I feel about it. So I'll just go ahead and put it in video form. So, all right. I was thinking, why do so-called Jews hate the swastika? I was thinking about like, oh, it's because I was about to watch a Charles Manson interview, or listen to something he was saying, and so when I was listening to it, I was like, remember he had got that on his forehead. He got a swastika on his forehead, and then I remember they had the problems with the Nazis out in Germany. I think that's why they call the Ashkenazim Jews. Those are European people that's not actually from Israel. They're writing themselves into the world's history through religion, right? Okay, so let's get right. Let's get down. Let's get funky. Okay, let's get right to it. When you think about it, they made the swastika a villain. Um, they made the swastika a villain with the Nazis. But all it means is the whirling sun or a sun. 490-degree angles is 360 degrees. 90 times 4, you see 490-degree angles. That's 360 degrees. 3 plus 6 is 9 either, 9. Remember, melanin, you have the coil, it can be a 9 or a 6. Jimi Hendrix had a song called 6 or 9 on his first album, Are You Experienced? Going back, so with the Germans or the Nazis, so they're the Ashkenazim Jews. They're the Jews out of Europe. So how can you be that and from there and there at the same time? So they'll write something in through the religion. The masses will follow the religion, and the few will be the ones that's really out, really making things, learning to or going through the pitfalls to become stronger to make things happen. But let me get back on task. So I remember one time a couple years ago hearing Charles Manson. He said I got this swastika on my forehead. So every time they put a camera on me or to see my face, they have to see that symbol. The symbol, it symbolizes the first person or the first being that was on this earth. So you got to think about it. If they're writing themselves into the world as the chosen people, it's like they cornered the market on pain when a lot of other things had happened to our people, and but the numbers are very uneven, very lopsided. So, but they play a narrative. If you keep playing a narrative, of course they're gonna believe. Believe, BELIEVE. Lie is in the middle of believe. Oh, like that's crazy. So believe, you may be made to believe something, but it could be you can be made to believe a lie or a misconception of the truth. So you know what I'm saying. So um, going from there. So, but that's not even the original. The original is the dark sun, and so the dark sun comes. The swastika comes from the melanated people, the people out in Tibet. It was melanated, dark-skinned people out in Tibet that they got this information from. They got the information about the atom bomb in Kemet or Egypt, too. Also, so it was in the Thule Society. I have bibliography, but it was just a quick thought. I was like, uh, why do they hate that symbol so much? Because it replicates the sign, or it is it is a symbol of the sun. The sun, 490-degree angles is 360. So it's the sun. It's the whirling sun. If you look up if you look up Nordic mythology, Nordic, Nordic mythology. If you look at or go on and go on Google, no, the whirling sun. I mean the whirling sun. You'll see a swastika. The swastika is all around the world for the original people. That's why when they write themselves as when the Jews write themselves or the so-called Jews write themselves as a chosen people, it shows that or the first or chosen people, that they're not the original that they're talking about. So they're trying to write themselves into history. So if they're trying to write themselves into history, they're gonna forever find ways to make sure that the real people that are supposed to receive or going through the actual turmoil inside these books in the Hermetic text, they're talking about the people that's over here in America that has to go through coming over here from a different hemisphere through slavery or making people to do the work. But all that had to happen in order for this very second to me even speak about it. So to me, like that's very important to me. So like that's why I was saying, like I was looking at that. I was about to watch a Charles Manson video or interview, and I was like, why do they hate it so much? Because it takes them out of the place of being the chosen people. There's an original before them, but they're taking a birthright from the original people. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about it. They're taking a birthright. It's almost like, they have this birthright, but you're trying to write yourself in, so they won't believe. See, or believe a lie that they don't that this is for another people's birthright, or that it belongs to them. So if they're writing it that way, then of course the people that's receiving a religion or anything close to religion, um, it's not gonna even look at themselves as. I remember growing up in church, they would say the Jews are the chosen people. I remember that. I'm like, what the hell? Like that don't make any sense. Or like when I was in I just never they're Jews and we're Gentiles. I remember people used to say that in church. I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So how can you ever be anything but subservient if you're looking at it that way? You see what I'm saying? You can write yourself in because it's they write it from a Judaic format, then it's Christianity and Muslim. So if you look at it that way, all of them intertwined. They're different names, but it's just different areas in these stories. So when you look at more wider based mythology most time has different characters in different mythologies. There's different names and some of the same attributes, or just the feelings or the mindset of them. But yeah, I just really wanted to bring that up because that was very weird. So like, because it would take them out of their place as being a chosen people. That's why the Jews hate the swastika. All right.